What's going on, guys? Wanted to test something out real quick and see if this worked. No, I can't tell if this fucking microphone works or not. We'll try it another time. All right, let's get this thing started. Give me 1 second, guys, and we'll get this show on the road. I hope you're having a good, what is it, Friday? Are we on Friday? Yeah, we're on Friday. It's May 3rd, almost Cinco de Mayo, almost time for me to head to New Mexico and have a nice little workation. But let's get it started. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Solana Made Simple. I'm SMS, your host, and I want to thank you for all of your support. And if you like the content you see here, please head over and subscribe to the channel and give it a like. It means a lot and it does help out. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the Solana Made Simple live stream. I'm SMS, your host, as you know, and today we're going to start off with our quote of the day. Pretty simple one: be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable, Jones said. And we're talking about John Jones, the UFC fighter. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood. This isn't his direct quote. This is how he prepared for for UFC 247. I forget the name of his fighter who he fought against, but he was listening to Goggins. He was listening to some of the words and like the content that he was putting out there. And he just kind of said that it's what he channeled and it's what he kind of put into play. And his thought was, I don't want this fight to go to the championship rounds. I think I'm that much better than him. And he demolished the dude. I think it was Dominic, maybe Reyes or whatever. Either way, the point is, man, like, be willing to accept like the challenges in life. Be willing to accept like all of the problems. Like sometimes you're gonna get hit with some kind of adversity in life, bro, and that shit is going to be literally setting you up for the next step. Like whether it's preparing you for something that's going to be harder to deal with down the road, or just making sure you got enough balls to go through that hard part. The main thing is that like you got to accept, like, when you go into sports, you either accept you're winning or you're losing, but you should be trying your fucking hardest to win, and you should be preparing all the way up to that to win. If you go in there and you say it's just a game, it doesn't matter who wins or loses, you fucking suck. And like, you're probably not going to win, and you're not setting good examples for people behind you. You tell people it's okay to just kind of go in second place. Like, I get the point, but it doesn't breed successful people, like people that want to be hungry. It doesn't breed that kind of innovation and creativity and stuff like that. If you are just complacent, you don't get people like Nick Peterson writing this book and dropping knowledge. Like, I sent this to one of my pro fighters. He's not my pro fighter. It's a professional fighter, a boxer, Izzy. We can take a look at his stuff, but he's got another bout coming up. He's one of the most like driven people I've ever seen in my entire life. I literally follow him just to remind myself there's somebody out there working harder than me. And it's a completely different area. He's a boxer. I'm a kickboxer. I relate that more or less to what we're doing here. I take this shit very serious when it comes to that kind of stuff. But the way he grinds, the way he puts it out there, the way he says, I really don't care. Actually, I think I can pull up his tweets. But he just doesn't care about other people's opinion about what he's working for. And like, you can see through that process how successful he's been in his endeavors and like his whole entire career. It's amazing. I remember meeting him the first time. It was actually at a sports recovery place, whatever. It's like rehab clinic, whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but like they just do all the kind of stuff for like athletes and shit like that. But I met him. I was like, yo, this dude, I've seen you in the ring. I actually saw him in Maryland when Roy Jones Jr. was there for one of the boxing I think it was Golden Gloves in DC. I think it was DC Golden Gloves. Roy Jones Jr. was there and watched him win. After that, he went pro. And he went to nationals and he came in second place. Then he went pro about a year later, and here we are. Let me see if I can pull him up. He's definitely somebody you guys can take a look at, and I'm gonna shout him out and tell him, what we're talking about. I share shit all the time, but dude, he's a G. Where's his name? Where's he? I know I shared some of this shit. Oh well, I'll see if I can pull it up, and I'll bring it back up in a second. But Anyway, let's get into this real quick. I want to show you guys this. It looks like we got some new members. Over here, this is the Solana Made Simple group. This is just the community member group or whatever. Yesterday, we had a giveaway, and all you had to do was, where's it at? Right down here. Every person that joined after I started the challenge, every single person I put in 0.01 more. So we got up to 0.45, and it ended up being Trey that won this because I asked you to like, comment, and just tag a friend that might want to join the community and might like this or be interested, and then it was 0.4 and it would go up after that. I put that up here, and then only 4 people out of the 13 or 14 that submitted it did all the steps, and it happened to be Trey. Trey, I think he's got space in like 30 minutes. We were in there yesterday. He's a good friend of mine. I'm glad he got it. And he was like, oh, no, don't send it to me. I was like, well, buy your daughter something, bro. Like, do something for your kid. Put it in her wallet. Do something. He was like, you know what? That's a great idea. Now he wants to give it back out. But shout out to Trey. He's a great dude in space. I really like connecting with him and, working and being, I don't know. So, helpful for that end. But anyway, let's go see what we got at the top here. We got some more people to request or that requested. And this is all I do to let you guys in. What the fuck is this? This is, I'll just look at this for a second. You've been around a while. That's just a weird, you know what I mean? I don't know. But anyway, we are up to, how many is that? 50 something now? Another one? Just give me another second. Right. So now we've got, it says 50 still. I know that that's not true. But anyway, the reason that you want to join this is I'm going to put alpha, I'm going to put updates, I'm going to put giveaways. If I ever get any kind of allowance to whitelist or anything like that, it's directly going here. I'm never going to have a fucking Discord for a few reasons. I don't fucking like them. Simple. I just don't like them. I like this. I like using this. This works right here. I don't care about the channels. I don't care about your bots. I don't care about anything else. I really fucking don't. All I want is the information and to connect with my people. That's it. I do that right here. Just fine. And on top of that, you can't have all of the bullshit, people faking and scamming. You can have them, but I have to accept every single person who goes through there. So it's my responsibility to make sure my community is taken care of, and it's not just willy-nilly, let's get a bunch of people in here, fucking pump my stupid ass. I don't fucking, Discord's retarded. If people ask you to pay for the thing to boost it, no. I've never boosted my own. I'm not going to boost yours. I'm just going to use this. So I'll never have a Discord. Everything's going to be ran through here. You don't need to do anything else past that. I mean, yeah, that's that. But if you guys want to be in here, like I said, every now and then I'm going to be doing giveaways. If somebody's just doing a shit ton of support and helping me out getting the stuff pushed out there, I might just DM you and be like, yo, I appreciate you. Here's, $15. Go get lunch, do your thing. I'm not the richest person in the world, but if I can keep doing stuff to give people what they need, I'll get all the stuff I want and vice versa. But no, it's just a community. Passionate investors, art collectors, builders, artists, media personalities, and more. The mission is to cultivate a supportive space in the midst of crypto's chaos and a world of manipulation and noise. I strive to share valuable opportunities and guide you through the maze. Alone we may be fast, but together we are unstoppable. We've all we got. Thank you endlessly for your support. It means a lot to the world to me, guys, because you see other people with a bunch of people that show up to the spaces, hosts, and all that kind of stuff. And I've tried to do that, and I've figured out you can only really rely on yourself, and it's not a knock at anybody else, but nobody's going to care about what you're doing more than you unless they see the same thing, and they have that. It doesn't come around too often. So I just thought it would be smarter for me to just completely run this thing by myself and just figure it out. I'm pretty sure everybody else in this space, they started the same exact way, or they knew somebody that gave them a hand and pulled them up and said, here, run with it. It's up to you. If you look and you try to model what people do for success, these people that give you these hacks, you're not building a real foundation. You're doing the cheat sheet to get to where you need to get to, and it's not sustainable over the long term. I can tell you for a fucking fact that my followers, my subscribers do not leave because I get them organically. I take the time. I don't care if people come and go. I don't care if they disagree. I'm open to conversations and dialogue and discussion and discourse because that's how you breed innovation. That's how you see different perspectives and stuff like that. So I want all of the different things in there. I want people to come back and stand up for what they believe. Be no, you're fucking wrong. Be okay, you're right, I am wrong. But tell me why I'm wrong. Let me see what I don't see. Let me see what you're seeing. So that's the reason I started this, and that's the only reason I got to where I'm at. And I see a lot of people on their timelines bitching about how come this person doesn't have this. It's because they don't fucking step out of their box. A lot of you people, not you people. A lot of people, they create spaces, they do the same thing over and over and over. Consistency is great, but if your consistency is right here, how the fuck do you get up here? You need to raise your bottom. And if you're doing the same thing, bring the same people on, the same hosts, and the same conversations, and getting the same shit every single week, I don't fucking care 6 months ago.
So like if I don't care and I'm your boy, I'm just like, bro, your shit's like, it's recorded on top of that. And there's no exclusivity to it. I have one space a week where I bring people on where I want to talk about something. If people don't show up, they don't show up. That's fine. But like it's already recorded. Again, I don't need to do it every single day. I understand the point of doing that. But again, if you're not breaking through that threshold, you're doing the same shit. Think about my history. It's like I started with just YouTube, then I started trying to work for projects and with projects, and I started trying to do my own spaces, hosting projects for a year straight. You know what I mean? Like I just kept trying to figure out what is the next step for me. What's going to work for me? Where am I going to be the best? And it wasn't joining teams. It wasn't letting somebody else bring me up on stage. It wasn't being, part of somebody else's thing. It was making a name for myself, standing on my own business and just saying, this is on me. Like if this fails, it's because of me. I'm fortunate as fuck to have a team like Gakshi Media because they get that. They understand, we are our own individual selves, but we will support the shit out of you and we'll do anything we can to make sure you guys get there if you're trying. You don't have to be number one. You just have to be trying every single day and trying to figure out a way to get there. And that's like the one thing I want to say about Gakshi Media is like, the team over there, dude, it's tremendous. Like sometimes I just sit there and I don't say a fucking word and I just read and watch and take it in, take notes, and I learn and grow from there. And then when I have something to add a value that I know is a value, I drop it in there. And it's like, boom, it keeps coming back. And I've just seen over the last month that team has grown. So without further ado, let's just take a look at it. Just like that, guys. And shout out to the team over there. I'm super impressed with them every single day. I love watching people just step up, progress, and all that. And I also like being there for the team as well because life sometimes. And unfortunately, we had one of our team members have a loss, so we just want to send some prayers out to Deb and much love to you. That's a tough situation to be in, but we're here for you. So make sure you guys are a little bit more aware of your surroundings. Everybody's going through shit. Reach out to your family members. Life is fucking short. This shit ain't it. Like I'm telling you, I made a post about it earlier today. Like this is great. I love it, but this is not it. Like you got to remember to take time for the other stuff. But let's get into this. This is exactly what I was getting ready to talk about. It's SoulGridBot. This is the company that I work for. I'm very proud to represent them and represent what they do for Solana and what they do for their their community as well. Right now, it's open to the public. Let's go ahead and I'll pull it up in a second, but I want to talk about that. But I'll show you the Telegram. You can get into there to get your sports calls. You can get some of the alpha calls that come through there. We'll be honest, they're not, the top tier, but they're getting better. We're showing on the results. We're standing on business when it comes down to that. But there also is an NFT that is associated with this. There are certain things that we'll get into another time. I want to get Dylan on the space so we can kind of jump into that and talk more about it. But let's just take a look into some of the posts that they have. And again, AI trading tools for Solana SBL tokens and AI sports betting picks. One of the main things you need to know about SoulGridBot and what they do is the AI, the data and stuff like that is really, really what we focus on. It's not so much like trying to be perfect. It's trying to find the best data to give you the best results for you to choose and make your decisions. We're not offering any services as far as like press this button, buy this, do anything like that. This is literally showing you ways to get into this right now, building a community. So if that's something you're into, I definitely suggest that you take a look into it. If you don't like it, just fucking leave. It's not a big deal. Nobody's going to be upset. But we want to show you what we got to offer. I've been covering this pretty closely every single day, seeing how these percentages play out because I'm not very familiar with sports betting. All I know is like, go Phillies. I'm a Philly sports fan through and through. So I have a lot to learn. However, these guys are betting on soccer. I don't even fucking watch soccer so much. I used to play it. I like it. It's fun. But they got a 71.3% win rate, which isn't bad. And that's in a span of from April 13th to April 30th. Like I said, they stand on business. They're talking about what they got. They're putting their results out there. They're being very transparent about it. And I am too. I have nothing to mislead you about, but I want to show you where to go. The other thing that a lot of people are very bullish about is that we have the GridBot. The GridBot for traditional finance, it buys and sells with certain percentages. So like basically it's just scalp trading, I guess is a good way to say it, on separate buys and sells. So it's like it'll buy when it goes down 10% and then sell, or 10% and then goes up 5% in the positive. It just keeps buying and selling for you. Like, you load it up, you pick your asset, and then it just keeps working that out. I'm not super familiar with them, but like, that's my understanding. And again, guys, I'm willing to fuck up and have somebody correct me, and I'm also willing to go double down and be like, yeah, I really didn't understand it that well. Let me go back and talk or look into this more, so next time I talk about it sounds right. That's just a little tidbit. If you're not taking notes, like, take a chance. I don't know exactly how this shit works, but I'm going to keep trying until I nail it, and then I'm going to start using it, and I'm going to become very rich from Solana Buy. That's the plan. But let's get into this, guys. We got some other things to take a look at. We have some tickets to look at. I want to take a look at some of the NFTs. The D gods are back on Solana. The Utes are back on Solana. I actually like that a lot. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I like that. But real quick, before we get over to that, last thing I wanted to show you is just an overall from the 17th to the 28th, which is a little dated, but however, you can still see some of the results here. 91.7% winning days, 64% total win rate on picks, a little bit more than 50%. Not the greatest, but definitely not the worst. Probably better than you on your own. 78, I'm not saying you on your own. If you're a sports better, then you might know how to fucking do this shit. I don't know. But someone like me, this is a great way to get started. I just take a little index card. I pick a couple plays. I watch them throughout the day. I pick my teams. Like, I know when the Phillies are coming on, I like to watch theirs and see any games before and after that for the MLB side of things. However, the 78.6% win rate of picks within, what's that, about 70% chance to win. So about 3/4 of the time, if it says 70% or more, you're hitting that one. I mean, that's pretty good, I guess. 41%, I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what this stuff means. Let's get closer, and it's really small. All right, so 41.7% days with 75% more win rate, and then 8.3% losing days. So that's 1 out of 10 days it's all loss, and then 86.4 of losses were less than 70% chance to win. Okay, so it's just basically saying, like, look, they're being very open and they're showing the transparency with their calls. I don't know if other places do that. I don't know if there's even anything like this available on Solana. I think this is one of the first ones where it's AI calls and stuff like that, and it's available to you for free at the moment. So I don't know. Take a look into it. Very proud to be part of this company, this team, and happy to see it continue to grow. But let's just close this one out and see what else we got. All right. Let me show you the store. I did take everything down. Like I said, guys, we're not going to have the store like we did before with all of this apparel merchandise and shit like that. I'm going to keep the fucking hats up, though, because I like the hats a lot. And I'm still waiting for mine to get here. It's a 5-panel. It's a very nice hat. It's the same exact brand that I've been ordering for the last 15 years. It's quality. I wear them until I wear them out, basically, and I get a new one. But I'm going to keep the hat on there because I like the hat. I am going to come up with some new designs for the men and the women, both. If you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. If you have something you want to see created, let me know. I'll put it up there. And honestly, if you have something you want to feature on the store as well and we want to collab, reach out to me. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we could create something kind of cool. I'm open to that as well. But the store is up for business. We've made enough profit off of the couple sales where I just have that set and locked up to keep this running for 3 months. So that's the way that I'm just conducting business off here. I'm not looking for profit. I'm just looking to keep this open as long as I can. This is more or less me testing out e-commerce and how it works as far as merchandise and apparel and gear and stuff like that for Solana Made Simple and all of that. So far, it's a success. I'm not going to say that I was looking to have sales every single day trying through. I'm not a fucking clothing company or a fashion designer or anything of the sort. It's just I want to make sure that you guys got some cool shit. If you want to rep it, you want to go to NFT events and rep this, that'd be dope. Who knows what happens when I show up sometimes. It'll come. But yeah, with that being said, guys, we are going to take a look at that. That's done here. What else do we have? Covered that. See if there's anything else. So we got that taken care of. I think this is dumb, but I'm still going to share this with you because I thought it was quite hilarious. I don't know why this popped up, but here you go. And somebody's birthday, which is even funnier. Let's see. May 28th is National Masturbation Day. Just put it out there for you guys. I know a lot of you degens are home alone in your basement and stuff like that, but hey, your day's coming. So do your thing. Let's see what else we got. I'll just take a look at some of these. Dun, dun, dun. Good stuff. All right, let's get out of that guy. And I don't think that there's much else I was going to cover. I'm going to just double check bookmarks, find my lighter. Oh, I'm reading something out of this today. And for the record, I could be done with this book probably the first day I picked it up. But there's just so much good stuff in here that it's worth taking your time and reading through it. This part is probably one of the most telling or real, like that moment of realization kind of thing. So let's get into it. This is in the 5th chapter. It's called Building Bumpers. Bumpers are the things that keep you in track with what you're doing, like so you don't steer off the beaten path. It closes the gap from your worst days to your best days. So like over time, if you do better than your worst every single day, but you don't worry so much about doing your best, like you don't try to do worse, but like you just don't think I gotta hit a home run every single day. Just say I want to get on base every day, and then that adds up. Your hit rate comes up. Your floor goes closer to your ceiling. If you can close the gap from your floor to your ceiling rather than your floor, like that gap from your worst floor, you know what I mean? Like raise the floor. I think there's an example right here, if you guys can see it, and then I'll read this little section. This is where it comes into play. If you raise the floor, your worst days become better than your better days. If you just got to think about it in that perspective. So your maximum achievability, your all-time high, is not your maximum maintainability. That's not your daily relative moving average or whatever. Which one is it? Your rolling average. So put that in perspective with life and see where that takes you. And as I lost my page, here we go. So these are called non-negotiables. These are pretty damn impactful if you take this into consideration. So one trick I find helpful is to imagine your future self living your perfect day. Then list the things you will not be doing in your life. So before I've talked to you guys about like list what you think your perfect day is. Like what do you think would be the perfect day? For me, I wake up, I work out, I roll a joint, I have my energy drink or my coffee, I do my thing, I get ready for the stream, I show up to some spaces, I do the GMs. Like I literally wrote all this shit down. I'm not kidding. Like, where's it at? I have a whole entire schedule. One of these fucking cards. I'm not, you guys get this right here. All the way through here. It's a list of everything I do. And I try to make sure that I stay as close as I can to that list and doing my things with like my routine. And then I stick with that. Like that's just kind of how that goes. So what you do now is write down the things you don't want to do. Like I don't want to sit here and do nothing for 30 minutes. Like I want to make sure I'm engaging and communicating with people, or at least if I'm listening to like a stream or a podcast or some kind of like a space or something like that, am I also like doing what I need to do here? Laundry, like just little shit like that. But it's like, am I always doing more than just sitting there? Like you don't have to. That's being efficient. The most successful people are super efficient with their time management. It's insane. I'm trying to be like that. I don't care if people think I'm fucking nuts, because like as much as I can get done from 6 a.m. to 12, and then from 12 to 3 or 4, and then from 4 to about 8, 9, or 10, most people take all day to do that for the first section. And I'm doing 3 sections of that. Some days are meant just to chill because you need that time. But those are like active rest days. Like maybe you're meditating, maybe you're reading, maybe you're drawing. It's not always grinding. You'll wear yourself out doing that. You have to figure out a diversity. And that goes back to what I talked about earlier. People bitching about not having a certain amount of followers, whatever. I personally don't give a fuck anymore. I do not care. I check it from time to time because why not? You know, it's part of what we do, trying to, you know, grow a following. But when I realized like the people that care the least about approval from other people tend to have the most. If you care so much about what people are going to think about what you're doing or what you're about to say, your whole perspective's fucked up. But anyway, you want to write down the things that you're not doing or that you do not want to do. What are the things that you would no longer be doing in your dream life? Like, what are the shitty habits that you have? Are you smoking cigarettes? Are you fucking eating shit food? Are you not eating food? Are you not working out? Like, just figure out what it is. Write down your perfect, like, the first thing they have us do in this book is write down, and shout out to DeFi, or I think it's DeFi Doctor, Dr. DeFi, whatever. He's the one that told me about this book. First thing they have you do is write down your perfect day, literally in the book. And then you just go through all this and then put it into play in action. And you have to remember, like, just because I'm doing this shit, it's not gonna make my fucking life go like this. It's still gonna go like this, all the way up. But you're ready for it. You're not getting off course. You're sticking to the game plan. You've got a goal. You know exactly how to gauge those goals. So I don't know, man. If you guys don't see the benefit of doing stuff like this and investing into yourself, not just fucking reading all this shit, listening to what other people say and paying for a call, like, there's more to it out there. And I hope you understand what I'm trying to say to you guys, because I feel like I'm beating a dead horse at this point. But it's all fucking, it all matters, man. But Bumpers, it's an amazing book. Yeah, let's see what we can get into now. That's enough fucking happy-go-lucky stuff. But let's see what we got. Let me play this real quick. I want to take a look at some other shit. This is just a reminder for the space. All right. So nothing necessarily that I wanted to talk about. We'll get to this towards the end when we get into the NFT side of things, but I want to just show this right here in my bookmarks. This is Mall Street. I'm very fucking pissed because I worked very hard on this video. I really like the project. I like the company. I guess we should call it that. I really don't consider this a project. I think they kind of launched themselves pretty quickly. I don't know. People say they don't like the artwork. I think you come from a different background than me. I absolutely love the way this shit looks. I think it looks cool. If they follow me and make that 10, I'll PFP it for the entire year. It's balls in their court. But remember when I said something a couple days ago about Mall gets listed on a what? And then they commented back. They're basically talking about an exchange, from what I could imagine. I'm not going to say for sure. However, some people don't like this shit, man. I don't give a fuck. I like it. I think it looks cool. This one's dope. This is the homie. I've been talking back and forth with this dude. He's pretty dope. He's the one that actually gave me the name Mr. Stackmore. He thought Stackmore was my name, like Stackmore Soul. I thought it was hilarious. I was like, dude, that's so good. Yeah, why is Myro up here in the corner, bro? Hold on. Let me get rid of this, John. Okay, cool. But no, Neo Trades, he was asking me something. So, all right, let me talk about this real quick. He was asking me about I don't know if I can pull it up. He was asking me about the kind of scam things and the shitty NFTs that show up into your wallets that you can't do anything about, and all you can do is really hide them or whatever. There's some that you can burn, and he just found out about it. I guess he's pretty new to that side of things, but this is a great example, Neo Trades. Thank you for asking me yesterday, and I'm glad that I got to show the example in the DM. He was asking me about where I can do it, if it's safe to touch them, if it'll get drained. So if you have scam NFTs or any of that fucking dumb shit in there, like the trash mail and all of that, what you can do is go to Soul Incinerator and burn them. You just connect your wallet, you click all of them through there, and then you burn what you can burn. Some of them, they don't work. I don't know what to do in that situation. No one's made a video about that, and I don't know how to find out how to do anything about it either. But there's some that just won't go away. I don't know what that is. So just hide them. But the other ones you are definitely able to burn. And then you also have claimmysoul.com. So there's two ways that you can just start scraping some of this extra liquidity that's just sitting there. It's not going to be much, but if you get enough, like 0.1, you could probably throw it into a shitter and hit a 5 to 10x or something like that, or shit coin, meme coin, whatever you want to call it. But you could play around with that, and that's the risk. That's the degeneracy of this. 0.1 could literally send you into the entire bull run. There's people that have done that. It's not luck. It's looking at the situation at hand. I've got a bunch of scrap bullshit fucking, here, let me throw that into the most risky asset with the highest upside potential. That's going to be a low market cap meme coin. Take that, put it into there, see what you can do. You got to watch it. You got to study it. You can't just be like, pick that one. We're not at that point yet. There'll be a point where you probably can do that. You can just take a soul and divide it up and be like, all right, you all go here. We'll see what we can get. That'll probably come. However, I love the name Stackmore, so I put it in my name, Mr. Stackmore. I thought it was hilarious. But yeah, shout out to Neo Trades. And the other thing I want to say, guys, is I sent him a link. I want to see if I can pull this up real quick and really show you the thing here, because this is very dangerous and also very good example of what not to do. But I gave him, hold on, I don't know what's gonna pop up here. I'm just taking forever, so give me a second. Where is this guy? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I like his background, his border. All right, here we go. Whatever. All right, so basically, right here, claim your soul, all that. But if somebody sends you a link like this, don't click it. Like, don't click it in there, copy it, put it into another browser not connected to your wallet. My point about this is he didn't fucking know me for the man in the moon. Like, he has no idea who the fuck I am. I know I'm a trustworthy person. I'm on here. I'm very, very open about who I am. And if you needed to really find me, you could. I'm not stealing shit from anybody. I got no reason to scam you or do anything. I'm gonna get mine. I don't need it from anybody else. But he doesn't fucking know me. I could have easily sent him a drainer account, told him exactly what to do, and drained his shit. Like, that's how easy it is to get fucking scammed here, bro. And he's a great example of, like, this is how easy it is for new people that are so happy and, like, to be here and have all this fucking enthusiasm to be part of the Solana thing. But, like, they can make a grave mistake like that with anybody. And there's so many shitty people out here where they could get away with it, and that guy would have no idea what the fuck happened. He would be like, and they could just talk to him, be like, oh my God, so sorry that, like, you gotta be careful, guys. If you're asking for help, do not take a link from a fucking DM, even if it's from me. Tell me I'm a bozo and put it on the fucking timeline and be like, look at this idiot. Just remind me I'm fucking up. I don't want to be that guy. I posted it there and I explained it to him after the fact. And I know that it was an example and a lesson to kind of be learned. Like, bro, even me, I'm not supposed to do this. This is the example. You clicked on it anyway. This is what could happen. You know what I mean? Especially if you're asking questions like this. I can make a website and claim my soul. Doesn't look like Magic Eden. It looks like somebody just made a quick website. I'm not going to act like that's not a thing. So people have said, look, this looks scammy. But that's just a reminder. I used to do spaces on Simply Security. I got completely drained before, not paying attention, not being smart with my decisions. The other day when I removed my soul when I got my contract back from CyberFrog, I didn't know that they sent it back as wrap soul. I didn't pay attention to my fucking wallet, and I sent a shit ton of Solana to Coinbase to cash out and take care of some things. And I had no fucking clue it was wrap soul until I looked closer. I was like, where is it at? It should have been instant here. Like, why am I on the fastest chain if I can't get my Solana? Well, it was wrap Solana, and Coinbase customer service said, bottom line, there's nothing they can do about it. I traced it all the way down through SoulScan. I saw all of the Solana sitting there, and there's nothing I can fucking do. Absolutely nothing. There's also no notice from anything when you get your fucking contract back that it is wrap sold. So if you have CyberFrog's floor set up, be very careful and look close at that. You can make the same mistake I did. I just wasn't paying attention. And on Phantom, it comes up and it just says soul. It doesn't say W soul unless you click on the token, and it says it at the top. I double checked to make sure I didn't. I was looking. I was like, how the fuck did I fuck up that bad? And it's because Phantom doesn't clearly indicate it. There was no notice or clear indication, like a warning sign. Hey, make sure you swap this to Solana. I know that that's your own due diligence, bro, but when you're expecting something to be automatic and you send it as soul and it comes back as wrap soul, my head was not thinking to unwrap it. Bottom line, it still worked. I still made a profit, but when I sent the soul, I lost some soul. But we'll make it back. That's the name of the game. You lose some, you got to take the wins and the losses together. If I sit here and bitch and say it's their fault, it's not CyberFrog's fault. They just didn't have a notice up there to say, hey, this comes out. There was also some that came in USDC. I had no idea what to expect. I thought it would just come back as the Solana and plus the profit. It did, kind of, but it was wrapped, and now it's a negative. So shit happens. We'll fucking make it back. But again, I share my experiences with you so you guys don't make the same dumbass mistakes I do. And I remember, don't do that again. That was bad. But like I said, man, when you're buying Solana all the way down from $8 to $16 in like heaps, and you turn a Mad Lad into what you turn a Mad Lad into, you can take some of these and justify it. Be like, all right, shit happens, let's not be too mad about it, because I can't take all these winnings without expecting some loss in this journey. That's just the way it goes. But you got to remember, Got to get that back. So I opened up a wallet and I was like, this soul is called Reclaim My Lost fucking wallet with that amount. And now I'm just trading on there. I make profit. I throw 0.5 in there, 0.1 in there. I just throw that shit in there. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Let it keep cooking because I'm pissed about it. I made a bad mistake and I got to remember and learn from it. So, and again, if anyway, you guys get the hint. That's my 2 cents on that one. To be very careful. And on top of that, dude, this is dope. I really like this one. I was gonna buy one of these. I guess I should just kind of break that news. Definitely bought myself a Ute yesterday. Considering using that one, but I also know that there will be some point that I might want to sell that. So, you know, I don't know how high they'll go, but I think that Utes will do pretty well, personally. So I did grab one. Let's see if I can share it with you guys. I don't know if you'll see this. I'm pretty sure you won't. I'm not gonna lie, yo. I took a bunch of my meme coin profits and I was like, fuck it. Let's just get one of these things and do it. I've been considering it. I like it a lot. I've always wanted a Ute. It had an A on it that I liked. So, yeah. The 2 Utes. All right, so that's my Ute. I liked it because it has the A with the heart on there. I don't know. I thought it was clean. Thought it was proper looking. I like the bucket hat. I used to have a yellow bucket hat just like that. Might have to go dig in the crate, see if I can find it, or maybe get a new one. But so Utes. Look, all right, let's do something fun. If I get 69 repost on PFP. And there's that. But nah, I really like Utes. It's one of those projects I always want to get into. D-Guys was another one I was considering. I was like, And let's just talk about that. People are saying, fuck that, fuck this, fuck that. Well, we only are saying that because fucking he's here. Look at all these other companies. Look at all these other things in the world that like do fucked up shit left and right and like don't give 2 flying fucks about you or your dollar. You buy their shit left and right. And you don't think twice about it because there's no personal connection. The fact that this dude, Frank, is out here doing whatever Frank does. I don't know. I think it's kind of funny at this point because I just don't care. I don't think his decisions are based off of me. I think that people that hold and like you're getting the result of greed. You didn't sell when you were in a profit. You thought it was going to continuously go up. You said you didn't care about the price. Now the price is down or now the price is up. Like, shut the fuck up. Figure out what you really cared about. Do you like Frank and the D-Guy community and what they did for Solana? They kind of made the whole PFP meta personal shit like a huge community thing. Even with all of the bullshit, the delay, the yada, I don't fucking know, all the bullshit that goes on with it, they still remain prevalent and they've jumped around every chain. Not my favorite thing in the world. My thought was, and I said this before, is like, imagine going to school with somebody that was like rooting for the same team, grew up with you, that was your boy, and then out of nowhere, when things got hard, they went to the next school with the better team, with the better record, and played against you. You know what I mean? Not, like I hate you, but like, hey, I'm on another team now. But like, then they want to come back when it's good. You know, it's not the best, to be honest with you. It's good in crypto world, but you know, NFT land is not the best right now. And he's literally on the timeline talking about that shit. Like, yo, what do I got to do? This, like, what is going on? Who do I talk to? He's asking. And I said to him straight up, you need to talk to the hungry motherfuckers that want to make something here. You need to talk to the people that you have not been talking to. This goes back to literally the first point of today. It's like, do some different shit. Like, you post that and you have it pinned. You tried some shit, whatever, all of that, everything that everybody repeats. I'm not going to do that. Try something new. Work with other people. Work with other people that want to make it. Work with other people that see the value in that. If you keep working with the people that have a name, that are in certain places, that have literally just been on top throughout the bear market to now, like, you only have what they're willing to do. And there's this saying in fighting is it's hard to wake up when you're sleeping in silk sheets. So just think about that. Like, watch the timeline, Frank. Watch what these people are saying and doing, brother. You have the answers fucking in front of you, and you're too blinded by what's been or what's going on to see that. And I don't know if you ever fucking listen to it, bro, but there's plenty of people that can do a lot more with a lot less. And it's happening every fucking day. So that's my 2 cents on that. You can always be forgiven. You can right your wrongs, whatever. Nobody's going to forget about the shit, though. So you got to figure it out from there. It's not always going to be easy either, bro. So do what you got to do. And but hey, on my end, thanks for what you do for Solana. I mean, shit, I'm not mad about it. I know that people hate on it, but bro, if you didn't do that, there'd be somebody else that did something similar. So here, it is what it is. And anyway, I mean, the Ute's kind of clean. So there's that. What else? Let's get into some tickers and NFTs and stuff like that. I started with the NFT side of things just so we can see what the prices are looking like. I know that there's a lot more going on in the space, guys. I've been covering mostly SPL 404s, talking about that good shit. But I just kind of wanted to tell you a little bit about my thoughts on the DeGod stuff. I like seeing the support for it. I like seeing the camaraderie. I hope that there's nothing behind closed doors or anybody's being paid to do that. That's fucking stupid. And you guys are whack if you're doing that. Well, you're a pussy. But that's a different story. But shout out to you for getting paid. Go get that bag. I'm not mad at that. One thing I was really surprised about, though, is the discrepancy between these prices here. I thought that you would see a stronger push for the DeGod community to battle it out with the Mad Lads. I would not be upset to see that battle. I think that's fucking good. And you know what? If you got DeGods versus Mad Lads, I guess I'm on DeGod's side with the Utes, so we can battle. Who's on the we can make it a fight. I mean, that would be a pretty fun one. Just saying. Support goes to where support comes from. So whoever's supporting me, all right, let's get it. But anyway, the prices are looking pretty good. There's nothing running too crazy. We can see that, there's nothing super significant up or down in the market, but we'll go through them anyway. Mall Street, my favorite SPL 404, is holding it down in the number 1 spot with a 24-hour volume at 8,025. We have DeGods at 5,784 with 57.66 for their floor price. The sell now, the real value though, guys, is right here. Whatever the fuck this is, it's if somebody's willing to pay that. This is what people can get in a bid like that. So this is the real value. This should be the first one. The floor is just the listed floor. That's not real. That is not real unless somebody buys it, because if you were just looking to buy a DeGod token, you don't give a fuck about what it looks like, that's probably the best bet, because it really doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're buying Solana tokenized as a DeGod on, code, and then you have a pretty picture typed the URL on somebody else's server. That's a whole nother story. But if you're looking to make a profit, I would buy one, for 47.6. Just because it's a 4, I would put my bid in there at 48 or 50. Like you could do that and then set it on the floor and hopefully it gets picked. But if you do that, nobody's guaranteed to buy it. People can undercut that. And then same with your bids and shit like that. But if you put bids in competitively, you can pretty much guarantee you're going to get a W. You just got to care less about what it looks like. You got to get that out of your head. You got to remove the attachment, remove your emotion from trading, and then you don't have any of these problems. Like, I was literally talking to a friend and I was like, yo, my Ute, you have something that kind of matches it. And then if I actually had that thing, I would be like, man, I got to keep this thing forever. Or I got to keep this for a certain amount of time because I got this. Like, I had an emotional connection. And like, after that, I was like, you know what? I'll probably be stuck with it. And like, I definitely want the profit. I'm not going to lie. Like, if this runs up to 30, I'd be silly not to sell it. My mom would punch me in the face. Like, what's wrong with you, boy? Like, just kidding. Utes are at 16.9. They were like 13 yesterday, guys, like at listed price or whatever. But again, these are the real values right there. 4,878. I mean, look at the connected volume right here. It's really outclassing everything. Together, 9,000, 10,000, 15. So not bad. I mean, it's single-handedly. I kind of tied these together. I don't look at them any different, except where they look different and they're in different categories. But essentially, even Frank posted like, this is the amount on certain exchanges, yada yada yada. But they're doing better than everything collectively. Like Mad Lads are only at 1,628. I mean, you got a 4x, 5x, and DeGod. Yes, it's because they're bridging over, but it's just showing you. Like, I sold mine at 180 or something like that. People can say what they want to say, but bro, you just lost 100 fucking souls. I bought mine at like 14 sold. So we're good. We're right there. I don't understand that. I know that people are hell bent on the supporter thing, but Armani told you only need one. He literally said you only need one Mad Lad. That's all you need. And like the greed, you guys are going full circle with it. Great. You're not buying an apartment in Dubai by holding on to your Mad Lads, my brother. It's not going to happen. But anyway, 92.53. You can actually get one for a bid at 82.99. And we forgot SMB Gen 2. They're at 35.42. I think that's an absolutely fair price for them. And look at the discrepancy. Very, very small window there, 33.98. You love to see that with an OG like SMB Gen 2. And I want to give a huge shout out to Dev Magistry or something like that. She is putting together an army of the SMB Gen 3s. I considered buying one and getting in there, but they have hit their capacity for their group chat. I love seeing people put shit together, just having an idea and not having a lot of support, letting it just eventually come to fruition. So shout out to her. And all of those guys over there at the Gen 3, I literally considered it. I was like, man, that'd be fun to be part of that. But again, I got enough going on my own. I don't need to continuously, just do that. Frogana, really not sure how they continue to stay up there, but I do like the PFP art a little bit. It's just not enough to buy it for any reason. No offense, whatever. It is what it is. And then you got something I've never seen before, Pangels. What are these? What the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Registered sex offender. All right, guys, this is where we're at with the meta. This is retarded. I'm not buying one of them, but we're in a bad spot. These are very strange. Anyway, Mutant down to 1.9. We got Tensorians at 14.4. I'm absolutely impressed with Tensorians. I definitely took a little bit of an L, but I sold mine at like 18 because I bought it in the 20s. I just didn't think that they'd ever recover after a certain point. After I started looking closer into it, I thought they would get a bounce. I was wrong. I took the L on that one, but I did move that into some Cyber Frogs, which I think are a better bet for the long term. I think both of them collectively are worth more than one Tensorian right now, so I think that's a W. I'm not 100% sure, so we're going to have to find them on the list. So let's just go here. Hold on one second. All right. I got this fucking 14, 15-year-old young boy. He's a little hustler, and he started his landscape company. I got to go make sure that he doesn't run over my dog, or I'll fucking murder him. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back with you. Yo, my boy SK. All right, we're back. She's safe and sound. She was out there just chasing everything around. All right, let's look at this. I sent him a link. Not sure if he's free to come in. One thing I did, you know what? There's some other things I need to kind of push out here. Days has this pretty dope thing going on. Let's see here if I can find it. Get yourself a Bored Ape Solana Club. I love this community. This is one that I definitely like being part of. I like how he supports everybody. Did something the other day. I wanted to shout out. I don't know if it's on here. Oh, this space right here. This is with Diamond Marquee and let me put it up now. I don't know their schedule. I don't know when the fuck this thing goes down. But they have a space together. It's on one-on-one or one-by-one where they're like building a community. I don't know what they really do in their space, but I've been in there one time and I liked it. So, yo, kid, go fucking cut the grass out back. Fuck. This guy's killing me. But anyway, check that out. It's pretty dope space to be part of. There it is. Boom. But they have that pretty regularly. I just look through this. This dude supports his own thing. So you can have 35 Bored Ape Soul Clubs or one Mad Lab. I don't know. I just like the way he kind of goes about it. And he's just a good spot or a good person in this space. So take a look at that. Now let's get ourselves over to these freaking listings. Share this tab instead. All right, so cyber frogs are at 7.44, so that would be just under, or no, where's the Tensorian? So I have it on this list still. 14.8, nope. Yo, Jose Otto's done fighting after this one? Damn. Tensorians, where are we at? So 14.4. Damn, all right, yeah, so I was right. So 2 frogs is more than 1 Tensorian. I was right with that decision. Why do I keep going back to that? Anything else exciting as far as price action? I know that somebody was posting the other day about Soul Casino. If you get one of them, they're cheapest bears. You get $20 a day. They have 6 of them. They're getting $3,200 a month just off of staking. So that's if you got the bread for that, that's a pretty dope play. However, 6 times 2, you're at 120 Soul plus to get that. So if you can basically leverage 120 Soul for that very volatile ROI, that's dope. I don't have that set up, and I don't know if I want that. Elements, however, this is something I wanted to point out. They had a nice jump in their price here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the pro version of this, so you can get an idea of what we see here. I don't know what somebody else knows. I wish I did. I am considering averaging myself into this because you see this giant candle right there. That's pretty telling of something going on. I did buy mine somewhere probably Pico top because I'm a bozo. However, I did think that they were making another run. I don't really know why they got all the excitement in that. I think it was around the airdrop season. People were talking about there would be the project similar to Mad Labs as far as airdrops. I really haven't had anything super significant, but better than anything. But there are dope ass features to have an element. It's part of Asset Dash. You have benefits as far as points and bonuses and when you do swaps and shit like that. So there is real benefits. I'm not super active in that community. I am in their group chat. Dope people in there. I do recommend getting yourself an element if you're looking for like an ecosystem friendly kind of project. Like they have so much exposure. They work with a lot of great people. Like I'm So Chris is somebody that's looking to airdrop element holders. I did get some kind of Bitcoin thing worth a few $100. So if you look at that in consideration, this has knocked it down to like maybe I'm down by like 1 soul or 2 souls. I'm really about this giant this fucking kid. Anyway, this is why I don't have kids. But no, this is a pretty flat chart. It doesn't look like you have a lot of downside on this. Again, seeing this kind of action, somebody knew something, or they just stacked the fuck up because very clearly, that movement. There's a couple points where this has happened, and I'm trying to figure out what I don't know. Maybe it's just that the price got so low that it was worth it. I'm gonna pee in his gas tank. Fucking guy. Picked the worst time. He should be at school, right? I know this dude isn't 18 years old. He'll fucking talk to his parents and be like, yo, I mean, I can't knock him. He's hustling, he's making money, whatever. School isn't going to teach him anything. He's not going to realize when real world hits him anyway. I mean, I'm not saying don't go to school, don't be a bozo, but like real world isn't going to teach anything. He's running the most he can right now, like pissing me off. He's probably the worst. No, go out back. You're just sitting there. He's literally just sitting there on his fucking machine. Thank God. Anyway, let my dog go fuck him up. Let's see, the next one, Retardio Cousins. This is another one. I love this fucking NFT because of how stupid it is, and just the whole premise behind it. The people that are involved. There's some chads, some chadettes, whatever, lady chads, whatever the fuck, Retardios. It's I don't know. I don't know how to explain this thing. You just look at it, you're like, why? But that's all you need to do. As soon as you ask why, you're pretty much wrapped into this thing, and there's no getting out. You're just fucked. I literally got into this thing. Damn. That's fucking gross, Squidward. Squid grow? What's that? The fuck is squid grow? Anyway. Retardio guys, these have seen some lows where you're able to get in. If you put a bid in for like 7 something, you get a nice little flip on that one. But you got some people selling for losses here, trying to get out, getting some exposure in other areas. Do what you got to do. Who cares? But again, I think this is a great community. You get involved with this, you'll see why. I know that Stackiana, or she runs Stackiana. She's a very big supporter of Retardio. I think she even had it as a PFP. Josh is another one from GM. Dr. Media, he's a big supporter of the whole Retardio movement, and he actually helps orchestrate a lot of the the community stuff. As far as I'm involved, most of it comes directly through there. There's a Telegram and all of that too, so take a look at those. I'm not going to go through anything else. There's a couple ones that just kind of wanted to spotlight and highlight as far as where I see value. I really fucking hate this kid today, and I'm going to go ask him if he can go the fuck out back. All right, he said he's almost done, but let's go ahead and take a look at Bird Eye, take a look at some of the plays. There's one play I think I might even still be in it. I completely forgot about. Put it out of their mind. I'm just gonna play music, guys. I'm not gonna say shit because this is fucking ridiculous. I don't know if you can hear me or not, and it's probably terrible. So remember when I was saying that this shit's gonna rip? The last couple days, that all of this stuff is just. All right. All right, we're back. Jesus Christ, that was ridiculous. You're going to hear that anyway. All right, so Myro's at 15 cents. We've been looking at this all the way down around 10 cents, 11 cents when we had that crash there. I said when it's skimming across the bottom like this, it usually creates some good opportunity to get into these plays, especially when we're finding support where we've had previous support and resistance. It's like they literally just wait until I'm about to come up to the windows and start using their fucking machine. Christ. I hate them. I hate them. Let's see, 152 million on the market cap here, 49,840 holders with Myro. It is growing, it is going up. You're going to see a nice jump in this price. This has just been kind of going across the bottom here. Doesn't look bad in my opinion. Could be a good play. Anyway, not financial advice. Definitely do your own research into this. Let's take a look at Cure real quick. I know that Andy was talking about it on the timeline again this morning. Typically, when he talks about this coin is when you see some volatility in it. Looks like it did not respond well with whatever they've been talking about because it is down on the market cap. Let's see. I don't want to stress on this too much. I did read a tweet that he was saying, they don't want to pay anybody or have anybody work for him, and I was kind of confused what the Markey thing. I thought he said he was going to work for him, or maybe he's just doing spaces or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that just came from Markey that he was working. So all of that is just very weird. However, the market cap is at 2,375 holders on Kira. Again, this is the CyberFrogs ecosystem token. It's like an AI token or something like that. I think they tweeted about it. It's definitely got some upside potential. It's been skimming across the bottom, finding support right here. Do your own research into it. 10 cents looks like a good play. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know what they got going on with the token. Like I said, do your own research with this. I have scaled out of this just because there's other plays that have been moving faster. I don't need to. This isn't my saving grace at the end of the day. There's other plays that are going to do that for me, but I want to see what this does. It's just been playing on this line too long, and it's technically in a downtrend. There's no higher lows from what I can see here, so I don't like what I'm seeing. If we can get some movement up, we can get some momentum and volume, great. But so far, not looking to. I don't know, enticing for me. If it goes down to here, 7 cents, I would be looking to buy some at this little point right here where it bounced, basically over here in this bottom. That's where I'm kind of looking at. Other than that, I really don't care right now. It's just kind of, obviously, it's just been going down and sideways. So, good time to stack. I think that we have more opportunity that might present itself. I'm going to wait for that. If I miss it, I miss it. Like I said, I got a couple frogs. I've been looking to swap over one of them into this. That's where, straight up, if CyberFrogs had the SPL 404 token upgrade program and set up and I could swap this to Kira, I would do that right now. But they don't. And I don't know how much or what they would have to do to get there. I don't know if they care to. But that's where the benefit is, in my opinion, on why SPL tokens. Why does that matter? Why are they going to be beneficial? Well, for someone like me that would rather have this asset in token form right now, and fractionalize it, it lets me do more with the liquidity. And if I want to get back into it, I can just take it and swap it back once I get back to whatever amount it takes to swap. Like with Moss Street, it's 18,400 to swap back to an NFT. So I can take that token, I can do whatever I need to do, leverage, trade, swap, whatever the fuck I can do with it. Sell it, get something else, come back, switch it back to it. However I play that game, I can do that instantly. I don't have to take any loans out. I get full liquidity for whatever it's worth. 100%, right? That based on that token. So again, why would you want SPL tokens? For that reason right there. You kind of cut out the tax that you're paying like a Sharkify, because you can just get your liquidity by swapping it. Yeah, you're going to lose that, but if it's not a trait that you wanted and you want to take a shot at maybe getting another one, but you want that liquidity because, again, a token is only a fucking picture tied with the URL to the underlying asset. It's really, that's all you're doing is just trading something that's called another thing right now. That's all that shit is. You have to understand, what NFTs are. It's a token on Solana. If you get the token 2022 extension NFT, you have more opportunity. These old ones are going to be stuck in where they're at. Like, people want to argue that fact. I'm like, bro, it's not a matter of some dude made a better way to fucking, listen to music. It's the way that music was listened to is different now. It's not a better way to, it's just the way. That's a bad analogy. Some people won't understand that. But I don't know. I laugh. I see people saying, I'm not saying that Wall Street's going to go to 50 for fucking one NFT either. It's up, like, you gotta let this one cook. The deflationary mechanism with swapping is one thing to seriously consider. The reason that the volume is so high is because people are swapping, trying to get the more rare ones. When they continue to keep unraveling things, when things get listed, you're going to see increases in influxes in prices. You're going to see spikes. You're also going to eventually see squeezes in these things. So I don't know how else to tell you guys. Do your fucking homework. Look into this shit. There's a reason I talk about it all the time. And there's a reason why I start to pivot when I see things. I'm excited for the art upgrade, but I really, really got a feeling that you're going to get a buy the rumor, sell the news situation when it comes to that. Because what has Scumsoul done so significantly to change the game of NFTs, and do people care about art that much? No, they don't, sadly. They're going to sell that shit for as much Solana as they can get. They're only going to support this because it's going to support their wallet. There are going to be people that are not looking to hold some of these frogs. I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm one of those people. I got a couple that I want to keep. I got a couple that I will keep, and I got a couple like, hey, does it make sense to keep? And maybe it goes down to one. But however, if I could just swap this to Kira, I would be more inclined to do that because it kind of it connects and it tackles the liquidity issue. Like, maybe the NFT goes down, but the token in Kira goes up. Like, that would definitely be my bet. And if I really, really like, Cyber Frogs to have a bunch of them for whatever reason, then I can go buy them back. But either way, that's my 2 cents on why it's important to start looking at SPL and the benefits, not just it's the buzzword, because it's the buzzword until you forget about it, and it's not a buzzword because you're paying attention to buzzwords. If you're not paying attention to Solana.com, that literally breaks down. I can't say it enough, and that's the best part. I can argue my case all day. I was like, yeah, right, go ahead, and I'm bringing it up, copy paste. This is from people that are a lot more educated and familiar and have expertise in this area. I'm just making it simple enough for you to understand. That's it. But anyway, like I said, Kira is at a pivotal point where you're either going to go down here and find support, or you're going to break to the upside. I'm not going to say the market has to market right now, because it did. It went from like 120 to 140. You had a nice little bit of a pump. Myro received that very well. We'll take a quick look into Bonk and see where the price action is here. Looks like they took a little bit of a two. Nothing too significant, but definitely bounced off of that W formation we were looking at yesterday, about to start there. So let's see what this goes. Maybe it wants to reclaim this right here, because that's the gap right there. It looks like you got this one, if you want to call it that, pretty much set up. So the next leg is going to be here, and then keep moving itself up. So we'll see what happens with it. Bonk looks like it's got good momentum. You've got 2.5 billion on the market cap, 716,000 holders. Things look good over here. Bonk. It looks like a good entry. It's 50% down from all-time high. That is the all-time high. So, yeah. Good entry point here. The other one was back here. However, do what you got to do. You'll find it or you won't. Oh, let's just jump over to Bopi real quick, because I do like this. I think I am in this fucking place still. Fuck me. Am I? I can't remember. I'll find out in about 2 seconds. Oh, yeah, I am. I don't even know what this thing is at right now. Oh, the danger of fucking degenerate trading. I only put a little bit in it, so we're all right. All right. Look at this. All right, so we have the pump, the dump, the recovery, the fade, and we're going to try it again. We're going to try to run it back, it looks like. Right here, breaking down, find support right here, these bottoms. I like what I see. You got like 3 or 4 different points where it's touched, so either it completely fails or this bumps back up. You play your odds with it. I'm not a financial advisor, and I don't know what it's going to do. I can just tell you that there's 5.6 million on the market cap. There's 8,454 holders, and there's 102 people in this room. So shout out to you guys. You guys are great. and it's at an hour 23. I like all of these numbers, so if you guys could just share, retweet, whatever you want to call it. Are we not live on Kick? No, we're streaming on Kick. Oh, the title set up. I gotta learn what to do on Kick. I think I'm live on Kick. I don't fucking know. I've never used it. Somebody told me I should get kicked, so I got kicked. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, yeah, Bopi. I've seen this in a few different chats. I've seen it on the timeline. I've seen people super like ravey about this because it is want to get rich, follow these guys. Bopi, Book of Pump Influencers. So it's just all the people that are playing the meme coins, and I see a lot of hate for the meme coins because like people are failing at them and you're not getting your W's. So you gotta remember, bro, that's on you. You just need to change your game. You gotta figure something out. You gotta go back to fundamentals. Fundamentally, you were doing something wrong if you were watching other people win and you were literally standing next to them and losing. You're doing something wrong. Ask them. Just ask them, like, yo, what am I doing wrong? Like, and then see what they say. Like, that would be my best advice. Following people will lead you into a dark little circle until you get a grip of what you're doing on your own. So you're seeing a little bit of a spike in this right here. Like people might be wanting to call this the bottom. I'm going to take a look at my position and see what we got. I did get a couple nice trades. I was in and out of this thing like a ton of times last night, just trading the shit out of it. And it was worth it because like you had those little ups and downs. Nothing super significant. And I did miss one of the run-ups, but overall, I don't think I did too bad on it. Let's see where we're at. Okay, I'm only down like 0.1 out of what I got in there. So that's really, really nothing. So I'm not too concerned about where I'm at. I think I might have got in at this point right here. Like right where these two are. I don't know exactly where it is, honestly. But Bopi, something to keep your eye on. Up here, I wouldn't have suggested anything. Here, I'm more confident in entries. Now, the other thing, guys, I always fucking tell you guys, not just entries. Figure out your exits. Like, find your entry, figure out the exit. Figure out where that works out. What works for you? Are you looking to turn your $100 into $200? Are you looking to turn your 1.5 SOL into 3 SOL? That's just doubling your money. So let's look at that. I'm only looking for 50%. You can do that in chunks. You can do that in one rip. However you want to do it. You just got to figure out and watch it. Like, I'm very keen on watching net worth. I know people don't like that. They don't trade that way. They also are not me. They're not trying to achieve the same goals. I want certain market or a certain net worth to be hit. I want certain amount of money to come from things. Getting sold is if I have a goal towards like for instance, you. Like I knew that they would be a little over 10. So I knew I needed to sell a couple things. I needed to find a couple things to move around, maybe borrow something, trade something, whatever I had to do. My goal was to get to a certain point. Once I got to that point, it literally opened it up. I was considering getting this on ETH, and then I came over. I was like, well, fuck, it's here now. So let me just go here. Now we're in profit margin. We'll see how far we can run it, see if we want to keep it, see if we want to sell something else and move into this for a later date. I don't know. I haven't figured it out. I also know that I don't give two shits about the PFP meta and people saying you got to keep one. The one thing I'll keep doing is showing the fuck up and being consistent on that note. If you follow me by nature, you will be following me. You will see all of the cool stuff that we get to do. If you can't follow me because the picture changes, are you really trying? I mean, I know that it gets mixed up sometimes, but just put your notifications on. Or don't. I don't personally care. You'll see it eventually. I'll pop up. I'm just here enough. So, Bopi looks good. It could be a gamble, could be a piece of shit, fucking terrible coin to get into. However, if you're looking for something safer, JLP, that's Jupiter Liquidity, Jupiter Perpetual Liquidity Pool. It's probably the safest coin I've ever seen on Solana, hands down. Damn, took a little bit of a jump off of that. I mean, that's only 4 cents because we super zoomed in. But if we bag out a little bit here, we can see the big picture. This shit just goes up. Really doesn't do anything else. I mean, this is, again, you'll see what I'm talking about. If you haven't, welcome to this. The only time you get these bad little dips is when the market sucks and then it comes right back. Every single time. I have not seen one point where this goes down and keeps trending down. This will not trend down. It just has not. It's refused to. At any point in February when we started, if you put your money in here, there's only a few stretches where you could have lost your money, and you only lost your money because you sold. If you just held on to it and just forgot about it, dollar cost averaging to it weekly, bang, you'd be able to be in the profit margin from here. I cannot say enough good things about this coin. I can say some bad things about it. It is fucking boring. So like, don't put liquidity you want to have fun with, because this shit is so goddamn boring. Oh my God, I could not take it anymore. I sold somewhere over here. I was like, I'm done. I'm sick of it. But yeah, I am considering, just putting like maybe $25 here, $25 there, just like throw a little bit at it, not pay attention to it too much, just because it's so boring. And like, I covered enough on here, so I knew how much liquidity I had. Just like, okay, another day, just staying the same. Okay, another day, so that it wore me out to the point where I was like, I gotta move on. WIF looks like it received the increase of Solana pretty well. Let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. 2.9 billion on the market cap, 136,000 holders on here. We are up to $2.93 from just below $2.50. Things look pretty good over here on WIF. I've been saying, man, like there's nothing to fade over here. You're fading yourself. You're getting emotionally distraught. Somebody's controlling your emotions with the price action. That's all that's ever happened with anything for the most part, unless it's rugged. But if you're betting on Anson to win a fight for this to go up, you might as well just fucking take a lighter and burn your fucking money, or just, I don't know, send it to me, because like he's not gonna do anything for WIF in a positive way. It's just a timeline. He has a big reach, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to really matter much. You got to look at like who's really paying attention to WIF. Type it into Google search options and see what comes up that way. That will really tell you who's focused and paying attention. If he comes up, he comes up. That's just a lot of buzz. It's a lot of fucking news. It's a lot of fluff. We want stuff with substantial like reasons why. Why is WIF a potential banger to be in? It's got one of the highest market cap. It's contesting with fucking Pepe. It's WIF, dog with hat. After this came out, everything had WIF. Everything. Everybody had an idea about WIF because it played off of the original meme. So do some studying there. There's a reason that worked. It's a dog with hat, a dog coin. Dog coins reign supreme when it comes to meme coins. It's the tale as old as time. I mean, you got Doge, Floki, Kishu. Do we need to continue? I don't think so, but it just kind of goes down that route. Anyway, you got the numbers, you got the drill, you know what to do. We're going to skip Jupe. It's at like $1.04. Really nothing exciting. Slurf, we're going to just jump into this real quick. Take a look. It is at 36 cents, I think. $0.35, about 36. Pretty much same shit going on with this. 179 million on the market cap, 61,848 for the total holders with this coin. This coin has seen some highs and some lows. It's got a great story, great lore, great whole concept behind it. Oh fuck, we gotta order the tickets today. I mean, don't have to order them today. I definitely need to get it done. But me, Comrade, and a couple other friends are going out to a Philadelphia Phillies game. We got the Slurf shirts, everything set up so we can have a good time, tell people about Slurf and try to onboard them. One of my big goals with doing this stuff in Philadelphia, man, is I want to teach some of the people that I grew up with that didn't fucking know up from down when it comes to money, except for how to get it. We knew how to get money, but we didn't know what to do with it when we got the money, except for spend that shit. And it wasn't spending it in the right ways all the time. So something I want to do is go out to the communities and the streets, bro, like the skate parks, the streets, the bars, like the South Street, the clubs, like the place we used to fucking bang and hang out all the time. Some of those people aren't there, they're dead. Some of those people don't know what to do. Some of those people working 9 to 5s trying to support families and shit like that, barely making ends meet. And we know with this financial fucking situation and market, that shit ain't driving. That shit is not working. The only reason I'm in this position is because I quit that and I took a chance on myself and I did enough fucking research where I figured out there's a way out. And the way out isn't always going to be easy. It's going to be challenging. It's going to come up with all of this fucking shit. But the point is, like, it's a way out. It's a way out of that game. So I want to go into Philadelphia. Like, I'm going to be working in there as a tattoo artist, one. But part of my thing is, like, I'm going to extend myself and teach people about financial literacy, about just balancing a checkbook, or, like, saving 10% of your income. Just save for yourself first. Pay the rest of the shit later. Know that the worst thing they can do is turn that shit off, and you can always get some help and, like, to get that back on. There's somebody out there. If you don't have those things, I want to tell people where to go to find your fucking community. It might be online if it's not in person. people in person are not as nice as they are online. That's straight up, because people keep like they're a little bit more receptive to shit. So I think that there is a gap between the traditional Web 2 to Web 3. So if I can go out to people that look like me, that talk like me, that act like me, that are fucking struggling like I used to, and I can show them game and be like, yo, just tune in, take notes, read this fucking book, like take this shit in consideration. Most of the people that you reach out to like that, they are almost waiting for someone to be like, fucking thank you for showing me the way. Thank you for telling me how to do this shit. Like, I don't know what I've been doing, but like, it ain't this. Like, I've been working every week as hard as I can. And like, that's the thing. That's why I'll stop and say, you work as hard as you can every single week. Maybe you work even 60 hours. You're exhausted. You got no time for your friends, family, or any hobbies. You've lost your hobbies, but you're working, but you're not getting any more money. And if you do get money, it's only a certain amount of overtime that you can physically work if they maxed you out at that. But they didn't give you any more money for the raise. They're taking taxes out. Like, you got all of this shit coming out that you have no control over. But you're wearing yourself thin doing this shit, bro. Like, nobody's saving money. They're paying their things. They're putting it on credit cards. They're doing all this dumb shit and, like, killing themselves. Maybe some people are starting to pick up the idea they need other parts of income. The easiest way I've found to do that is to start looking into stocks, options, and crypto. Once I started looking in that area and started going online and finding people that were trying to explain it, that's where it started to make more sense to me. But I also, at that point, is when I started to see pieces of shit trying to sell me shit, saying, you're going to buy this might hit this floor, yada, yada, yada. We got a lot of people out here that, like, will tell you this is going to happen, this is going to. There's one of the callers that I got a lot of respect for this dude. His name's Crash Crypto, whatever the fuck his name is. He keeps it real as shit. He doesn't tell you to do anything. He tells you what he's doing, why he's doing it, and the thesis behind it. I've learned a lot from understanding and reading and seeing how he breaks it down and does the studying. Another one is Josh from Gashi Media. The way he looks into things, the way he does his homework and stuff like that. He's another great caller because he does the work. He does this, and he does not tell you. He tells you need to figure out your own fucking accord, but this is the play. That's what you need to do. You need to teach people to move, like, not just buy into my Discord, buy into this. No, what you should do is join the fucking group and follow the lead, and then start the lead from the front yourself. Like, it's not a problem to share information. People that are trying to sell you information are the same scam artists with a nice fucking mask on that say they're your friends. They're the same people that tell you got to pay for this knowledge. Fuck you, and no. Like, unless that's your business, unless you're being, like, in there, whatever. But if it's just like paying for, that's insanity. That's why I'm happy to support and work for a place like Soul Goodbye. We're not asking for a fucking thing. We want you to be part of this thing as we're developing it. And like I said, again, it's more focusing on the data, the AI, the tech part of the things here, and a community-driven thing. So it's not the same song and dance of buy this thing. We're putting these calls out. Everybody's in here eating because, not everybody's eating. You're only saying everybody's eating because you need more people in there. If everybody was eating, nobody would be talking about it because they're too busy fucking eating. They wouldn't be like, yo, come in here, come in here, come in here. Nobody needs more people unless you need more money and you're greedy and you're not eating. Naturally, that shit grows because somebody will be like, yo, I want to tell my boy about this. This is super beneficial for me. This has helped me learn so much. Let me tell my boy about this. Not, yo, I'm eating off all these calls. We're kicking. Let's say the market tanks. That guy ain't got substantial energy anymore. It's just, it phases out. I've been here long enough to see this shit happen, guys. Like, you got to think past this shit. Like, everybody out here is trying to sell something unless they aren't. Everybody's trying to sell themselves, like, unless they aren't. And it's very clear how that works. And again, it goes back to the approval thing. Like, people that need the most approval care less about it. Oh, shit. My man's outside enjoying the nature. Go ahead, brother. Word. Damn, it's 11:36, guys. Look, there's Slur. I've been going on rants today. I don't know what the fuck's on. I'm firing on all cylinders lately. But fuck it, we got a bunch of people here. We'll keep it going. We got Nubcat. This is another one, guys. I really don't think you should fade this. I mean, you can look at the chart. We had this run up right here. We've been holding the support here with gradually increasing with higher lows from this point on forward. We had this run up, came back down, but this did hold that floor. It did not come all the way back down here. It did not stay flat. I like seeing these little pump ups here. They really start to charge up. And when this kind of gets dicey and like really tightens out, that's when you see that spring go up, or you see a natural jump just from progression of this. I do foresee this filling this gap. I see that absolutely happening, especially with these two tests. This one right here showed that it wanted it, could not fill the handle. This again did the same thing, broke down, did not fill the handle. So we're either going to get a giant cup and handle situation, or we're going to just get something like this to make it happen. This one does look a little bit more promising if this is the bottom of this cup, because you got a W right in the dead center. Nothing really had a flat, like even this. Well, this one is pretty strong, but there's a lot of congestion if you look closer. This one's very prominent of like the reversal. So that's what a W is. It's a reversal. When you can see a very clear indicator and the confirmation of the reversal, that's typically when you see a better one. But you can only say that after it plays out. You cannot call that shit now. You cannot say you know it's going to happen. Everybody that tells you that is a fucking liar. They can only go based off of historical references and data points and the most likely scenarios. You can use that, and it's definitely going to give you an advantage. But some things you can kind of just see through the forest. Like, zoom out. What is this? What does your gut tell you this is going to do? Eventually go back up to that level. And then what happens when things hit their level? They retest. And then they go to the next level. Where's the levels at? Well, it's wherever before it started to stop or start at. It's a psychological number in the majority of these 22,351 people's head. So just keep that in consideration when you're looking into these things and trying to find your entries and stuff like that. There's a lot of people with the same ideas and thought processes, because these points, everybody sees the same chart. So our ideas are going to be very similar. Your thesis changes though. That's the only determining factor that's going to change the outcome. But 56 million on the market cap. Again, I really do think this looks good. Last time we called it 50 million. This one, it went up to like 300 some million. That was Myro. Just keep that in consideration when you're looking at that. About 5 cents, 50 million. Does this have the same opportunity to do what Myro did? And when it ran up to 30 cents? In my opinion, absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. So do your own homework with it. That's another great one to take a look at. Just a quick run through of notables. We got Turt, Retardio, Pups, Ponky, all of those guys. You got Maul. That's one that I should probably get a bigger bag of, but I got enough of the NFTs, so we'll figure that out down the road. I'll figure out what I want to do. I don't know how I want to play that. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I got a couple good rares, and I still am thinking, like, should I sell something and just sweep the shit out of these fucking things? Like, you can get like 2 or 3 X's out of these almost easily at like the price point now. They're very bullish on them. So Kuma Soul, don't know why. I got an airdrop. I bought it. I think there's a Kuma fucking NFT or some dumb shit, and I don't know why I had that. So I'm just gonna remove this because I don't know anything about it. I'm removing this one because I sold this for something else and I didn't like it. Stigs is this is like a compassion play to the Muay Thai or Mao Thai or whatever the fuck that thing is. So I'll leave it there for now. I saw some people that I like their calls, call it, and talk about it. But that is that, guys. I'm not getting into anything else. That's all she wrote for today. 12-inch profit. If you are watching this, I don't know if you are or not. I will make you a canvas. Not a problem. On their own spaces. Wait, what? Where are y'all at? I'm in my fucking space, dog. Monday through Friday. Digital. I gotta respond back to this. Dog. This guy's so funny. Anyway, I try to support people and be everywhere I can, man, but it is damn near impossible to fucking be in all these spaces. Like, I'm gonna go back to my man Ricky Rouse, the boss, because he put out something here that you guys need to hear. Like, just because you do something does not mean I can be there all the time. So let me go ahead and run this one back for you guys. I really like this one. Give me a sec.
Live in a time right now where everybody want to be so cool, they won't even rep their homies because they don't want to. I don't want to like that. I don't want to post that because I don't even know how that is. If you my homie, you my homie. I wake up in the morning, I sip a little champagne, I be smoking a blunt. I'm not even listening to what you talking about. If I come across, if that thing pop up and it say D Wade, I'm liking it. I don't even give a damn what that was. We ain't got time to listen to everything, but I know that's my dog. I know that's my homie. If I'm rocking with you, that's why I'm following you. If I ain't fuck with you, I ain't following you. If I come across it, I'm liking it. I don't even know if the song was whack. I don't even know if it, I ain't like none of that artwork, but guess what? I fuck with you. Live in a time right.
Yo, if that's not the realest shit you fucking ever heard on this thing, and the like, come on, dog. Can you deny that? Like, how many people do you know in this space that just won't like your shit because they don't want to have their numbers up with some fucking bozo ass shit, bro? You guys are fucking retarded. Like, this thing is made for engagement. It's made for you to support your people and get them out there. I know for a fact that there are people saying, how come I don't got this? All of these people got this. Bitch, you don't show up liking all these other people's shit and you just only support yourself in your circle, motherfucker. Like, I see it clear as day. I've had almost all of y'all on my spaces before. It's no fucking like secret. The reason you're asking questions is because the answer is inside of it. You don't support and clap for other people, so you are never going to get that clap and support back. You don't want to see other people get further than you. You try to get yourself above them. I don't give a flying fuck if you get past me. You will not outwork me, and I will be here longer than you. That is the name of the game, and that's just how it always works. I know this for a fact, and you can't take that from me, and I know it. That's the thing that will always be my testament. Is like, I'll support the small guys. Go through look through my fucking DMs. There's people with like a couple hundred, maybe even 50, 80 followers. I'm still answering their questions, supporting them, trying to get back with them. If you're not having a verified account or whatever, I can't help you with that. It does help weed through the bullshit. But these people out here that don't have the same following, that have been here the same amount of time or as long as me, what do you think I'm doing different? I'm not succumbing to the bullshit. I'm not just sticking myself in one place and staying there. I'm willing to grow and be open and see what else is out there. I'm willing to support the small guy as well as the big guy. I'm also willing to say fuck you to that big guy because you've never showed up to my space. I've retweeted, supported everything you've done, just like all these hundreds of other people. I know you're so busy, but that should be the fucking indicator right there. Yo, don't put your time where it's not being reciprocated. Find other people, help them grow. Maybe that's going to help you grow. You don't know their community. If you fuck with somebody and their community fucks with you, all they got to do is say, yo, let's go support this cat. And that's how that shit works. Maybe they find something they like with what you got. And they're only there because their support, like their group of support and everything told them like, yo, let's go in here and just kind of hang out. Let's give them the same thing they give us. But if it's not reciprocated and it's only like, hey, I'm trying to tell you when my space times are, I'm trying to tell you that this is then, dog, I'm muting your shit. I muted like 15 people last week. I don't know when your spaces are at. I don't give a fuck when they're at because I don't see you in mine. Because if you come to mine, I play it on my stream. I share your links. I put them in my community. I add you and your project, whatever you got to my community to make sure that they're getting that shit. You cats that don't got that, the framework's out there. You put it out there. And just the last thing I'm gonna add to that, if you want to grow, extend yourself, let go of some shit because what you were holding on to is not letting that shit happen, bro. I'm telling you, like, I've been through this shit time and time again. And yeah, I understand working on your own brand, working on your own thing. But if you are unwilling to take one day a month to support somebody else, homie, you ain't going to cut it. One day out of 30 days that you cannot make time for somebody because, oh, that's my time. Make one fucking day for somebody else bigger than you. See if that doesn't pay off in the long run. It might not be overnight, might not be instant gratification, but that's where you guys are fucked up in this situation. You cannot think that it's going to come to you by saying, I'm too busy for you. It doesn't work that way. You show up to people's shit unprepared when the information's there. Some people take this shit serious and like, I don't read this book because I think it's good for me or you, like the book, it's good for you. And if you don't take that, you don't take that. This is more valuable than any NFT I'll tell you about, honestly, straight up. Solving your own fucking shit and getting out of your own way is more important than any of this stuff. But none of you guys will look at it that way. So we got to show you this is the answer. These are the better ways to grow and all of that. Like, look, I've only been here for 3 years. I'm not anybody specific or special in this fucking space. I just keep having fun showing up. I've been told no. I've been told not right now, or I'll pass on you here. And it's like, all right, dog. Like, receipts noted, my guy. Like, damn, like I bought your NFT. Thanks for passing on me though. Appreciate it. And you got upset. Come on, like just think about this stuff, guys. You don't need to like. This is still a very small network of people. You don't need to fucking feel like you're not wanted. And if you're not wanted, I guarantee you there's somewhere that you are. If you're chasing value, you got to remove emotion, buy the token, on a bid, don't look at it, sell it for profit, keep it moving. Like you can literally fill a bid, and then as soon as it hits your wallet, you can go list, pick your profit, put it away, don't ever look at it again. You'll never be attached to it. You don't have to join their Discord. You're not going to miss out on anything. If you do that, then you're emotionally attached to this thing. You're waiting for more benefits that weren't inherently coming. Like if you bought a Mad Lad for airdrops and you missed out on some of the airdrops and you're upset about that, well, you bought into it for the wrong reason, straight up. And you didn't time it right. You didn't do your homework. When I bought into Mad Lad, it was the #1 project. I thought it was going to have the most upside potential. Turned 1,400 into 24,000. That's insane. Why the fuck wouldn't I make that decision to change my game, my whole life at that point? Like that little egg was able to change so much more. And again, guys, like people were going to say something, but I said it from the gate. I was like, yo, I never bought anything of value that I thought was going to appreciate without some point of thinking I'm going to sell it. There's always an exit plan. And if you thought that like you wanted me to like somebody should stay there, well, hire them, give them a reason to stay there, put a jersey on them. They'll play for your team. They won't take the jersey off either. But if you want somebody to buy into your product, become free advertisement marketing, you are dumb as fuck, and it ain't going to happen because you aren't doing it for them. I like look at the biggest accounts, the biggest spaces that have projects. Do they show up to anybody that has small followings, or is it only the same group of people? And you wonder why this doesn't grow. Just look at that, and I don't know. Take that through your weekend. Do what you got to do. We are going to wrap this thing up. It is 11:50. I've been talking way too much about God knows what. I don't know. It's been fun. I hope you guys took something out of it. Again, Bumpers is a dope book for you guys to take a look at. I'm going to play a couple things and get out of here. Let me pull this up here. Damn, 150 people in here today. I really do appreciate that. So this is a quick reminder. All right, guys, I appreciate you. 148 to wrap it up. You are the fucking best. Keep your ears and eyes out for any updates. A lot of stuff is going to be coming up in this month. We're going to be dropping some new clothing. Going to be working on that for this month. And every single month, it'll just be new stuff. And it'll never be printed again unless I say it. Like the hats and the Philly shirts, you'll be able to get them for the next games. But the other stuff, I delete it, and I'm never looking back. That's it. If you got it, you got it. If you didn't, you didn't. That's just the way it's going to go. It's very exclusive when it comes to that. Unless there's something that catches on, we'll hold on to that. But I will drop that as soon as it's released. I've been trying to drop this fucking video from Wall Street. Unfortunately, it is out of my hands. So I think I'm going to just kind of go through some things today. And I might just do an entire live breakdown like I would do if I was recording a one-shot take. Like, we'll see how it goes. Call me one shot, fucking one dude. We'll see how it goes. I most of the time I'm able to, do the breakdown part of them like that. The intros, I do have to kind of record a couple different segments here and there, chop it up. But we'll see what we can do. Since I ran through it, I'll watch the video. I'll try to go fresh and see if I can keep it up to date. But I did talk to the CEO founder. He is keen to getting on a space or stream. I'm super fucking excited for that. I really want Wall Street on there, and we'll see what we can do to get that together. Again, I got the Ute. I'll PFP it. I'll rock it for quite a while if we get 69 reposts on there. Yeah, if that community fucks the way I think it could, I would like to see what could happen with that. Other than that, I'm going to be looking to get involved with more of the members from G Media and on some of their spaces, their streams, whatever they got. I talked with Dahlia. We were talking about maybe getting something together, inviting her to come on here. I was talking with, what's his name, David. I've been wanting to kind of connect with him and find a good time where maybe he can jump on here, I can jump with him. But there's just a lot more stuff to get into. I want to keep the conversations fresh and talk about a bunch of exciting things. Another thing I'm going to start dipping into is the fight scene side of things, having my buddy AT fighting at the Tech out in San Jose. Very weird situation, guys. I'll explain it later, but there was a very narrow chance that I would have happened to end up being there by chance, even when I talked to him about getting a ticket and going out there. I will not be going out to, that. I am going to send him some bread to help him out just for, food, whatever the case is. Let the homie bring back the W. But there's quite a lot of exciting things coming in the pipeline, especially as far as the content creation side of things. Tuesday, I leave for New Mexico, and I'm there till the 21st. Very fucking excited to get away. That's why we take profit. That's why we do things, and we set goals and targets, because I get to go experience a whole new fucking experience of life. Never been to this place, never have done what I'm getting ready to go do. And it's got me fucking electric. I don't know how else to explain it, dude. Like I'm just so fucking pumped about the next couple of weeks and the rest of this year. It just feels like astronomical changes are just taking way, and it's just like you just feel that shit just starting to build up. You know what I mean? It's just like Phillies. They do this when they were winning, and it's just like, I don't know. The vibe is alive. But we will not be doing a stream Tuesday. I'll be on a fucking plane. I'm getting picked up at like whatever, getting to the airport. So not going to be able to do anything then. I might not do anything Wednesday and just get settled in. We'll see kind of how that goes. I'll keep you guys updated, but we will be making content. There is going to be stuff going throughout the week. I am going to make sure that we stay consistent, even during vacations. That's why I call it a workcation. What else? That's pretty much it. I'm going to see what's up with my moped. I'm supposed to get that back today. We've got the Ghost Kid mural to do. Let me see if I got some paint right here. So very excited to get this shit done. The color is dark. All right, so I'll show you guys. All right, so this is going to be like the basis of the fill. Some of you guys have seen the actual banner I did. So this will be the fill colors, outline with black, all that kind of good shit. I'm gonna do some of the characters around it. What else we got? This shit's wild. We got another shade. This is a little bit of a different shade of orange on there. Then we got the green to tie into it. This shit's gonna be fucking dope as fuck. But I'm just gonna start making crazy content, doing like the projects that support me the most. I'm gonna make you cool shit. Simple as that. And then we'll see where we can go. The goal is to get to Art Basel and start doing this shit live. If I can get there, that's a W for me. But shit, shoot a shot. If you don't never know. Like Shadow he straight up was like, yeah, I got you. So if I can get this done this weekend, massive W. I have everything set up. It's just a matter of time and things kind of working the right way. If I don't get this done this weekend, I'm going to have to get it done when I get back after the Phillies game by the end of the month. So it's in the works. Everything's ready. It's just a matter of logistical timing, so on and so forth. But we will rock that out. We will have a dope video to share with you guys. What else with Solana Made Simple? I mean, I can't really do any fucking videos because of my software. That's fucked. The tattoo stuff. So what's going on with that? I'm finishing up that last little flash art. I have to do the waves or the air in there. And then I'm going to be working on the other piece of the flash. After all of this, like the piece of the flash are done, then I get into the point of getting my machine, getting that set up. I'll be at the point where I'll start having to tattoo on fake skin myself, and then getting people that will let me tattoo on, areas that don't see their legs, so on and so forth. Typically, this is how this happens in the industry. People that let you use parts of their body as like a canvas to learn how to apply this. Once you get your skill down, those are the people that supported you from the very beginning, and you fucking bless them. You bless them for giving you the opportunity. And that's the same thing in anything in life. If somebody's going to give you a chance, fucking you give it back to them tenfold. Gakshi Media gave me a chance last year. I'm fucking supporting the shit out of them. There's a lot of other people that tried to give me a chance and then took it away, and they can get fucked. And you can just see the difference here. David put a tweet out the other day, or last night, like next week shit's changing. So I'm falling in line. I don't know what that means for everybody, but for me, I'm just going to take that into consideration, and we'll see how we rock out starting Monday morning, bright and early at 10:10. We got an amazing month ahead of us, guys. God willing, everything, you maximize, multiply, and just fill your shit with abundance. Love you to death. Thank you so much for your support. We're almost perfectly at 2 hours. I'm happy about that. 148 of you in here. You guys are the best. Take care.